Hi there, welcome to Grain TV. It's Tuesday, June 14th, another mixed day in the markets. Let's take a look at GrainEdge's trading platform and see where we closed. In Chicago, corn was the leader to the upside, gaining 6.5 cents, while beans was only fractionally higher on nearbuy, off 9 cents on deferred November contracts, and wheat in Chicago continuing to sink lower, losing 4.5. There's quite a bit of news to get through today. Let's talk about what some of the headlines were. First of all, let's start with export sales this morning. USDA had some more good flash announcements. First, for corn, 136,000 to Japan. That was split almost equally between old and new crop deliveries. And then another deal of 110,000 metric tons for soybeans in new crop delivery. Yesterday, Informa gave us some estimates on on planted acres for corn and beans. They show a minor shift, if you will, in what USDA had in March. They show 1 million more acres of beans and 1 million fewer acres of corn, and so that has sort of changed the changed the direction, if you will, the trajectory of corn and bean prices, with beans selling off a little bit here in the last few days and corn continuing to gain some ground. We'll have to wait till June 30th to see official USDA numbers. Other news out today, we had Australia saying that their wheat crop's going to be the best in 4 years, coming in at 25.4 million metric tons. That is up from USDA's latest forecast of 25. Keep in mind, last year, an El Nino year, was bad news for Australia. Now as we shift at least out of the El Nino stage, potentially moving into La Nina, that means good news for Australia's wheat crop. And speaking of the Southern Hemisphere, Argentina's Agricultural Undersecretary of Markets pegged Argentina's soy crop there at 57.6 million metric tons. That is higher than USDA's latest forecast of 56.5. Looking ahead to tomorrow, we've got NOPA crush numbers for May. People are looking for just a little shy of 150. 149.6 million bushels is what people are looking for in tomorrow's NOPA crush numbers. So look for that tomorrow to potentially have some reaction in the market. Let's take a look at the weather forecast. Obviously, as we are now in the midst of June, we are all eyes are watching the weather forecast, and as we look to the 8 to 14 day outlook from the Climate Prediction Center, we see continued patterns of hot in the Midwest and potentially below normal precipitation. Not as bad as it was a few days ago in this forecast model. You can see Iowa in particular on the precipitation on the right, looking to see at least normal precipitation, and the real sort of dry areas where it's brown, those are more southern parts of the Midwest, even down into the Delta, where the Delta could actually probably use some dryness in light of all the rain they've had in the last month. Let's switch gears and talk about Dees corn. Dees corn coming in at a 1 year high. In fact, nearly exactly to the day 1 year ago, we were in the midst of a rally in corn that was stimulated by all the flooding in the Midwest. That touched us to 447, and lo and behold, today on June 14th, we find ourselves closing right around that 447 mark. So watch that in the days to come. Are we going to be able to break through that and potentially get up into above the 450 mark? Right now things are looking good in terms of price action. Don't fall asleep if you're a farmer out there, because this market could turn south just as it did last year if the weather suddenly changes and cooperates. As always, if you're interested in learning how we can help you, by all means, visit us online at grainhedge.com and see how we can help you in your own grain marketing situation. That's all we got. Join us tomorrow. We'll be talking about NOPA and all the other news that gyrated the grain markets. As a GrainEdge trading client, you'll get our technical alerts email first thing every trading day. Technical Alerts is a powerful system that generates quality trading opportunities. Each trading opportunity shows a chart and analysis providing clear price targets and risk potential. Technical Alerts look at historical chart formations and compare the current environment to the past to form concrete trading recommendations. The commodities covered by Technical Alerts includes grains, livestock, crude oil, currencies, bonds, and metals. Start your trading day with the most powerful insight into market direction and improve your trading today. Sign up at grainhedge.com to become a client.